Norfolk and down to Jacksonville. This is one of their stops on their itinerary as they pass through the southeast part of the country. If you look across the street from that little cruise ship, the American Eagle, you'll notice some older-looking brick-style buildings coming into view across River Street. Now, these buildings were going to be made of ballast stones. Now, ballast stones are not native to Georgia. They came from places like England and Africa. What a ballast stone was, it was weight in the bottom of a ship. As those ships would have arrived from overseas, they would have been empty. They needed some sort of weight to help their stability as they crossed the ocean. As those ships would tie up and they throw those unwanted ballast stones onto the docks or onto the shoreline, they would pick up their cargo and leave. Now, the locals here discovered those unwanted leftover ballast stones made great building materials. Exactly what some of these brick-looking buildings were made out of, as well as that cobblestone walkway. And maybe you rolled your ankle on or broke a heel on this afternoon as you went across River Street. Now, behind the American Eagle, you notice a globe that is split in half. That's called the World Apart. In honor of 527 World War II veterans from Chatham County, some of the surrounding areas in Savannah gave the ultimate sacrifice. All their names are written around that monument in their honor. Now, the Hyatt Regency is obviously not a historic building, but it does sit on a historic location. It's where James W. Oglethorpe arrived from England in 1733 to not only found the city of Savannah, but Georgia itself. Oglethorpe arrived, he was with 114 of his colonists after an 88-day voyage, arriving on the good ship Anne. It was a double-masted schooner. Oglethorpe arrived, he was met by Chief Tomachichi of the local Yamacraw Indian tribe. Oglethorpe and Tomachichi, they really hit it off, so they became good acquaintances and good friends, where Tomachichi taught Oglethorpe and his colonists how to live off the land, how to live off the sea, what to harvest, and what to do to be able to survive and make it. After a little bit of time, Oglethorpe was able to barter with Tomachichi to get some of the property in Savannah. Now, Savannah is the first planned city in the entire U.S., designed around those 24 city squares. 22 of those city squares are still in existence today, much like Chippewa Square. You guys watched the movie Forrest Gump. A lot of that movie was filmed right here in Savannah, as well as some of the surrounding areas. Oglethorpe declared Savannah to be a debtor's colony, which meant a few things were illegal at the time. Liquor was not allowed, lawyers were not allowed, slavery was forbidden, and Catholics were not allowed to practice their religion. It changed right around 1754, and Oglethorpe took his money and left, that eventually legalized slavery. Passing by the Savannah Bell's water taxi that runs back and forth the river across about every 20 minutes. If you guys are looking to get over to Hutchins Island at all, there's a free ferry service that runs till about 10 p.m. every evening. All right, up ahead of us, just beyond this little craft ferry, beyond that black sailboat, you notice an American flag blowing in the wind. As you pass by that flag, if you look beyond it, in between the buildings towards the back, you're going to see a black walkway that connects some of the real estate. Part of Factors Walk. Now, what Factors were is they were brokers for the cotton industry in Savannah. Not only would they set the price of that cotton for this area, but almost for the entire world at that point. So Savannah was known as King Cotton, one of the biggest exporters of cotton on the East Coast, and practically number 2 in the world at the time. Now, the name King Cotton was not a very flattering name to have. Of course, all that cotton industry built off the backs of those African-American slaves, whether in the surrounding plantations, gathering and harvesting that cotton. These 4- and 5-story buildings off to the right side. All these buildings are quite all the candy shops and Airbnbs and restaurants and bars that you see today. These were cotton warehouses where that cotton would be purchased by the factors. One of these buildings was prepared to be exported out with the use of the cotton gin. The cotton gin was invented only about 10 miles behind us up river by Eli Whitney in Mulberry Grove. Designed to remove the sticks and stones and seeds and clean that cotton before it got exported.